How's it going, everybody? So today we're going to be talking about exactly what do I keep in my Jeep when I do these recoveries, these operations. This is one of the most requested videos that I have on my Instagram and on my YouTube, so I figured why not just do it so you guys can see it and enjoy what I keep in my vehicle. So let's get started. Alright, so there's no better place to start than the trunk of my vehicle. I'll be walking through everything that I have, and if there's something you guys want to see an in-depth review of, please feel free to let me know in the comments. I'm happy to do it. Yeah, here we go. So currently all I have is my drawer system right here. It's just a little plastic drawer. I keep basically just very common little tools in here. My tripod, I keep jumper cables, anything that I really don't mind getting a little tossed around. But yeah, let me pull all this stuff out and show you guys. So the main contents of that box were just a lot of jumbled stuff like wrenches, some glasses for safety, my vest, and extra pairs of gloves for people. But mainly I have my 10-foot pair of jumper cables that I've used quite a bit of times. I've got my Icon torque wrench, my ARB tire repair kit. Let me show you guys what this looks like. Great product, picked it up, pretty good deal. If I can open it, there it is. Basically just all your essential needs to repair a tire on the go. I've got my Smittybilt Torx bit set. I've got one shackle back there, but don't worry, I've got like 30 of these in the car. I'll show you. Had some duct tape, my work gloves, and some electrical crimpers, some wire strippers, and more crimping tools. I've also got my Anytone DMR radio. This radio will go forever, so it's a great little tool to have. Definitely want to have your license to use it though, so be warned about that. Alright, so the next piece of equipment that I have would be my 72-hour bag right here. If I can just get it out for you. So this guy right here, it's the North Face Summit Series bag, waterproof, about as good as you're going to get for all terrain, all condition, weather proofing. All I have on the outside are some quick draws, some black diamond just for extra safety if I need to go rappel. On the inside, I'm not going to really show you guys that unless you want to see it. I've got like 6 big puffy jackets, I've got water, food, fire starting kits, hydration, purifiers, so basically all the essentials to survive. Obviously 72 hours is what's going to go in this bag. Alright, so the next piece of equipment that I do carry is a pretty standard toolkit ratchet set and wrenches. I fully built it from Icon tools. Right here I got all the ratchets, and then we'll go down here. I've got all my sockets, got metric, SAE, got the adapters, got long deep well sockets. So you know when you go on a trail, you never know when you're going to break something or when you're going to need a socket. So I kind of just prepared, and I got basically all I would possibly need for a trail repair or just a recovery. It's always good to have tools. I will also be doing an in-depth review of these Icon Harbor Freight tools in another video, so be sure to stay tuned for that and I will let you guys know. Next piece of gear we got is another little like survival bag. It's got some food, some water, basic first aid, quick grab and go, leave it on the scene, waterproof. I got this for like $30, not too bad, but does not compare to this guy right here. Has everything I will need. Alright, so the next piece of gear that I'm about to show you is probably the most important thing that I'd say anyone can carry with them on trail, no matter if you're doing a recovery, just going out with your friends, or just plain old just carrying this in your car. It's definitely something to have. So right here I've got the Outer Limit Supply Class B First Aid Kit. Let me open this up for you guys, and I will be doing another review on this product because it is just amazing. So right here you'll see you've got a ton of gear. This is a Class B First Aid Kit, so you're fully stacked. You can tackle anything. There's trauma kits, there's tourniquets, there's bleeding control, there's eye protection, there's band-aids, there's everything in here that you'll possibly need for basically your first responder with this kit. I'd say the only thing you need to know how to do is you need to know how to use it, and you need to familiarize yourself with the kit. Where is everything? How do I use a tourniquet? How do I use the pressure pads? How do I use all this stuff? if you don't know how to use it, it's not worth it. So I will be doing a full in-depth review, walk around this kit. I'll be unboxing everything on it so you guys can see it and tell me how you like it. Alright, so the next piece of gear that I have, I'm not going to take it out just because it's a pain and you guys can see it right here. I have a 10-pound power tank, and most people are going to be like, oh, why did you not get a compressor? Why did you not get the dual ARB? Partially, it's because when I go on these recoveries till 4 o'clock in the morning, I want to be able to fill up my tires very quick and then be done, get back home, call it a night. The power tank is a very good system, although you have to pay every time you want to fill it up. It's totally worth the money. You fill up your tires while everyone else is still filling up one tire. So I like it, I have it, I carry it, I've filled up so many people with it, and just something I do not regret buying. Another piece of recovery equipment that I do have on board is some pulley straps. These are very, very strong straps. I would not recommend using an off-brand cheap one. These are rated to, let me see if I can find that information on here. Here we go. They're rated for about 20,000 pounds of pulling capacity, which, I mean, is more than enough for what I'm doing. You definitely, when you're doing recoveries, you're going to need these. You're going to go through a lot of them. They get dirty, doesn't matter. It's something you need to have when you're doing recoveries and if you're just generally off-roading. Okay, so I forgot to mention, one of the most important things of gear that I do have is a tow hitch receiver bracket. You guys probably saw this in one of the last episodes when we did that straight line pull. This guy basically just goes straight into here, and you can hook up your winch directly to this shackle and pull back. Instead of trusting the recovery points over here, you make use of this bolt right here, the trail hitch receiver, and it's a very strong, durable tool. Another critical point of gear that I think that everyone should be carrying is a fire extinguisher. So right here I just have I believe it's a 2-pound fire extinguisher. You never know when you're going to be needing that. It's something that you definitely want to have and hope to never need to use. You never know when you're going to need to use a fire extinguisher. So I carry it. Almost everyone I know carries one if they're going off-roading. It's something worth investing in. Alright, so on the side of my rig right here, I have the Molle Performance Solutions just side trays. So I keep my recovery straps in this one, and in this guy right here I keep my power tank hose and my ARB compressor gauge. They're very nice. You can strap stuff to them. I have hooks on here so that I can tie stuff down. Very nice little feature to have. Alright, so you're joining me on top of my rig right now, and let me show you these guys right here. These are a set of MaxTrax. You guys have definitely seen in some of my episodes that I use these a lot. These get used. Probably the most piece of gear that I have gets used. Oh, they're broken right here. That means I need some new ones. Yay. Okay, so these guys right here, basically you slap them on the ground and you get traction. It's as simple as that. You slap them on the ground, dirt, mud, sand, snow, ice. You put these guys down and you'll gain traction. I mean, you guys have seen me do MaxTrax bridges before where you're basically making a road for the RP to drive on. They are about as good as a piece of equipment as I can ever recommend. So definitely get a set of these guys. Something that I recently picked up was the Smittybilt Defender rack. I like it. I have nothing to complain about it. You can still take off your panels on the front very easily. You can still take off the hardtop very easily. I love that. I love taking the top off on the car, so I wanted a rack that was not fully drilled into the car, and this is perfect. Works great. Works great right in the rain gutters. Carries my gear with a couple ratchet straps. Perfect. I like it. Alright, so moving to the front of the vehicle, what do we have here? We have a Smittybilt X20 10K synthetic line winch. And I will definitely be doing a review on this winch in the near future. I just wanted to give you guys a quick to see what it's like. Synthetic line, very safe. You definitely want to have that. It's worth the extra $200 to $300. Much safer than getting a steel cable. For example, if you're pulling a Jeep or a rig or anything, steel cable breaks, you're going to have 1,000 little shards of steel flying everywhere. If this rope cable breaks, the synthetic line, it's going to fall down or just come straight back, not going to break into multiple pieces, and it won't kill you. And that's what we're after here, not being in danger, so you got to get the best. So I know it's a very unique way of storing it, like why can't I just store it on the top, why can't I store it inside the vehicle? So storing your gas inside the vehicle is never a good idea. You get in an accident, the gas is trapped, and your sparks, you're not going to be a happy person. So I kept on the outside of my car. They reached out to me, the company, saying, hey, I'd love to work with you. That's what I did. I worked with them, and this product is awesome. So I'll leave a link in the description below to find them. Alright, so in terms of lighting on my rig, I have extreme LED side shooters right here. You guys have probably seen one of my videos of the installation. The side shooter right here, I got the amber Crepod right there, and I've got the 12 watt right here. This thing is so bright. I love it. I am sponsored by Extreme LED. No, I'm not doing an in-depth review just yet. I will be doing that very shortly. I have one on the way. These lights are awesome. They're great. They reached out to me. I reached out to them also saying, hey, I'd love to work with you guys. And hey, they hooked it up great. These lights are so bright, and at night, it literally lights up the whole entire trail. If it's foggy, snowy, this amber bar right here basically turns into daylight. Alright, so let's hop inside the vehicle. So right here I have the Yaesu FTM 400 XDR ham radio. I use this thing on every single recovery that I do. I think ham radios are probably one of the best investments that you could possibly get. Get your license, lasts you for I think 10 years. That's a question on the exam. It is awesome. Can't complain. It reaches miles. So definitely invest in that. I'll put a link down below. One of my recent purchases was this RAM mount right here. So this is for my iPad. I have an 11.3, I think it is. Don't quote me on that guy. But basically you squeeze these right here, iPad goes in, and it stays pretty sturdy. It bolts right down there to the seat panel. You guys can see it right there. I definitely thought it was a little suspicious at first if it would actually hold the iPad pretty nice, and it does great with the iPad's weight. It weighs it down, doesn't shake too much, so I like it. It definitely helps with navigation on the way to trails. I can track my path, do a lot of stuff that I would not want to do with my phone as I'm driving. Alright, so this right here is the Apollo Intech switch panel. I have 8 switches right here. They all control something different. I control all my extreme LED lights with it, my emergency bar on the back, my big bar on the front. I like it. It's about $200 versus the S-Pod system, which is like $800. So, very good system, happy with it. Amazon, link in the description down below. Yes, so many of you might have seen on my Instagram, I just put this Molle rack system in here. I like it so far. Nothing to complain about yet. Still working on bolting it in fully, but it's pretty good, made of good steel. And right now I have my Cobra LX29 classic CB radio mounted to it. It's just a good place to get it off the dashboard. As you can see, I have my ham radio mounted down below right there, so I couldn't put it there. I needed a new solution. I was not going to put it on my dash, so I got the Molle rack, and it looks good. So the back of my car right now is pretty dirty. I just got back from recovery, so bear with me. I usually keep my winch controller right behind my driver's seat because sometimes I'm in such a sticky situation where I can't get out. I can't go to the back of my car to get my winch operating control. So it's Bluetooth, wireless, and I can control it right from the driver's seat, which is why I tuck it back here nicely. I've got my warm gloves, I got my headlight. Back here I've got my vest that I wear on recoveries, my notepad to take all the signatures down, and I just invested in some Scarpa 6000 boots, mainly for 14ers, but good to have in the snow. So one of the last piece of things that, I mean, it's not really recovery gear, but I have a sponsorship from KMC Wheels. We did a little deal together on these guys. Okay, these are my favorite wheels I think I've ever had. I will honestly never get rid of these. The only reason I will is to get the 8-lug pattern for some Dana 60s that are coming sometime in the near future. What? So yeah, these are my KMC Machete. I think they're the XD229 or 228 beadlocks. A true beadlock. Wraps around the ring of the tire. Here's a good picture of them. I love them. They take a beating. Whenever I go on trails and I don't have chains, I'll usually go down to 0 PSI, and it makes me feel like I do have the chains. So definitely something I liked investing in. Not everyone has to do it, and it's not recommended for everyone, but for me, I liked it, and it was a good opportunity to work with an automotive company. So another piece of I guess storage gear that I have is just this Smitty built tailgate rack. I can keep a lot of gear in here. I keep a lot of miscellaneous stuff in here. I don't think I can lift this thing, it's so heavy. Right here I got my little Terraflex tire deflators. These guys are the best $10 I've ever spent. So you just unscrew it right here. Let's see if I can do it with one hand. Yeah, you unscrew this guy right here, pop it in the stem cap, and just air comes out instantaneously. 30-40 seconds, you're down to like 0 psi. So great purchase. Alright, so I believe that's going to conclude my video of what's in my car, what I've done to it so far, who I'm working with on the build. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys want to see. I'm happy to do it. I'm looking for some video ideas of what you guys want to see. I've got some in-depth reviews coming of my 72-hour bag, my Icon tools, my first aid kit, my radios, I have got a lot of reviews, the lights, the extreme LED lights, the power tank. So many reviews that I want to put out for you guys, because I know when I was first buying this car, there was a lot of stuff I wanted, but I didn't know what I needed. So I looked up the reviews, and there weren't reviews. So I'm going to do it, save you guys some time, save you guys some money, and hopefully give you guys some insight on what you would want to put in your build. So yeah, that is going to conclude our video today on the episode of What's in My Rig. If you guys liked the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for your support, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Peace.